Welcome back, boys and ghouls. Thanks for joining us again at the Haunted Hangout for a wickedly spooky time. We've put together a real special show, so get cozy in your caskets. Without further ado, your hosts, Strangest and Madeline Morbid.
Welcome to RSLVR.
Rock and Shocking Las Vegas Radio.
For all of you rotting romantics out there, we hope you got a lot of thrills and chills this last month during the Valentine's season. Sure, we know how to scare the stitches out of your britches, but what do spooks like us do when we need a little help in, well, the love department?
This may come as a shock to many, but even the most ghastly and corpse-like creatures have trouble charming that special romance. Thankfully, we all know one or two neighborly witches who are always happy to oblige. For a modest price, that is.
That's right. And we've got a cover of a song that follows a regular old haunt like us, seeking a gypsy to give him a sorcery-filled solution to his love problems.
Here's our resident horror band, the Beach Bones, with a cover of Love Potion No. 9, written by Jerry Lieber and Mike Stoller.
I took my troubles down to Madame Ruth. You know that gypsy with that gold tattoo. Oh, she's got a bag down on 34th and Vine, selling little bottles of Love Potion No. 9. I told her that I wasn't flopping with chicks. I've been this way since 1956. Oh, she took my palm and she made a magic sign. She said, what you need is Love Potion No. 9. She bent down, turned around and gave me a wink. She said she's gonna mix it up right here in the sink. It smelled like turpentine and looked like Indian ink. I held my nose, I closed my eyes, I took a drink. I didn't know if it was day or night. I started kissing everything inside. Oh, until I kissed that cop down on 34th and Vine. He broke my little bottle of Love Potion No. 9. Didn't know if it was day or night. I started kissing everything inside. Oh, until I kissed that cop down on 34th and Vine. He broke my little bottle of Love Potion No. 9. Love Potion No. 9. Love Potion No. 9. Love Potion No. 9.
The song Love Potion No. 9, written by Jerry Lieber and Mike Stoller, is about a real sad cat who's been flopping with chicks since 1956. He figures he's been flopping long enough, and flops on down to 34th and Vine, Hollywood, USA that is, where some real hep cats told him a gypsy with a gold tooth named Madame Ruth hangs. Well, wouldn't you know, Madame Ruth's got just what he needs, right down to the digit, and it's Love Potion No. 9. She bends down to cook up this strange appearing, repulsively aromatic concoction, and next thing you know, we're back on 34th and Vine. Our main man doesn't know what's hit him. He can't even tell whether it's day or night. This cat's so loopy and hopped up on love, he kisses a cop, and boy, he doesn't like that. The cop takes that love potion and throws it right to the ground, breaking the bottle and his dreams. Will this cat flop forever? The moral of the story is that you need to try Love Potion No. 1 before you ramp it up to No. 9. Or Maybe it's that whatever magic you cop from a potion given to you by a gypsy named Ruth is already inside of you, and that you never had to go looking in the first place, 'cause you had it all along. Famous West Coast songwriting team Jerry Lieber and Mike Stoller conjured up Love Potion number 9 in 1959, with the Clovers recording the song that same year. That hit number 23 on the Billboard charts. Then, in 1964, the Searchers released their version of the song, which hit number 3 on the Billboard charts. Jerry Lieber and Mike Stoller are known for monstrous hits like Jailhouse Rock, Hound Dog, Love Me, and one of our favorites here at RSLVR, Youngblood.
Now here's a little trivia question for all you ghouls about another spellbinding song. Whose rendition of the 1956 song I Put a Spell on You, written by Screaming Jay Hawkins, was the most popular? Was it The Animals, Nina Simone, Screaming Jay Hawkins himself, or the Alan Price set? You guessed it, it was Nina Simone.
This week in horror. If the 101 East Sewer Line is part of your daily commute, be aware of the heavy construction beginning next week. The Conjure Canal will be open and a great alternative for you Gilman living in the West Swamp.
Hollywood, USA. Reports state that the Invisible Man has lost yet another movie contract, as Tinseltown continues to shrink for the elusive mad scientist. When asked about the motive for the termination, the studio said, quote, "He just wouldn't show up."
Local authorities are warning everyone to be on the lookout for a monster disguised as a human. Multiple reports have come in describing the monster terrorizing citizens with his very convincing, very realistic human mask. He was last seen wandering around South Webb Street and Castle Drive. Please contact the Petrified Police Station if you have any information.
Around the globe in Egypt, mummies are struggling to sign a petition to stop excavations outside of Cairo. Newly obtained statements from an inside source say, quote, "They are just too tied up at the moment."
Yesterday, we received a story out of Goulsville, Texas, about a young 5th grader named Vic. On Monday, during his science class lab, where the kids were asked to dissect and learn about West Swamp toads, Vic used various tools from the classroom to bring the toads back to life. Great job, Vic. Looks like you're going to have a very bright future ahead of you.
Were you a witch in Salem, Massachusetts between February 1692 and May 1693 and feel that you didn't get a fair shake? You are not alone. There are many witches like you winning large compensations right now. Act fast and get the reward you deserve. Visit the law offices of Warlock, Wartsbreath, and Cauldron.
If we don't win your case, we'll hex ourselves for you.
Call now at 888-666-1692. That's 888-666-1692.
Welcome, love cats, to the dreadful dating game Hearts of Horror.
We know that every monster has that special spook they're always trying to woo, even if it means scaring the living daylight out of them. Oh, don't you just love a good romantic scare?
Since it's one of the first, and let's not lie, one of the best studios to bring monster matrimony to the screen, we're counting down some of the most fearful flirtations from our favorite Universal Studios monster movies to see which love-struck couple is the most monstrous match.
Let's see who's really got it made in the grave. Let's welcome our wicked contestants this evening. Give it up for the Creature and Kay, Count Dracula and Mina, the Wolfman and Gwen, and last but not least, Frankenstein and the Bride.
Coat your throats, bats and ghouls. Our first question is, which one of you monsters has made your girl scream? Frankenstein, Wolfman, the Creature. And how about a bone-chilling bonus point if your girl screamed, then fainted? Wolfman, the Creature.
Next question for you spooky sweethearts. Who has a lover that likes to bite? Gwen, Mina.
Alright, you spellbinding spooks. Have any of you monsters used hypnotization or compulsions to trick your damsel in dread? Dracula.
Next up, it's not just about what you're made of. It's about who you're made of. Were any of you ghoulies quite literally made for one another? Bride of Frankenstein.
We know you fellows can pick up a ghoul, but can you pick up your ghoul? Which one of you menacing monsters have to sweep your leading lady off of her feet? The Creature.
This next one, I have to say, might be our worst. Now, fellas, don't take offense, but which one of you can resemble a human at times? The Wolfman, Frankenstein, Dracula.
Last, and this would be last, which one of you monsters would die for your blood-curdling countesses? Frankenstein, the Wolfman. Alright, bats and ghouls, let's line them up. At the top, we have the Wolfman and Gwen with 5 points. Buried beneath them are Frankenstein and the Bride with 4 points. The Creature and Kay with 3 points. And Dracula and Mina also with 3 points.
Part-time beast or part-time Prince Charming? Looks like the Wolfman knows how to spook and seduce.
That Miss Conliff's a lucky gal. Maybe soon she'll even be a Talbot. Thanks for playing, love cats, and we'll see you next time.
I went and goofed when I told my local gypsy that I wanted to be more cool-headed with the ghouls. I tend to be a little bit of a vamp, so I thought a potion to cool me down was just what I needed. Wrong. I might have a cool head about it, but this is not what I was asking for. Stop the trickery and avoid the mistakes I made with the newest hexproof translator on the market, Talking Ted Head. Talking Ted Head will get a comprehensive understanding of your wishes and desires and relay them so that there are no misunderstandings. No tricks, no shenanigans, you'll be getting just what you ask for. Get your Ted Head today and let him do the talking for a safer, magical solution for you.
Get your Talking Ted Head today for 5 easy payments of $19.99 plus shipping and handling.
Good evening, love cats. So I hear you want to learn how to make a homemade love potion. Now, this won't be as strong as potion number 9, but don't worry. It'll still make you want to kiss everything in sight. The first thing we'll need is frozen Bride of Frankenstein tears. She's such a doll and bestowed these to me the last time I visited the tower. With all these tears, she's without a doubt murdering the ice business. Next, we'll pour 1 shot of Mummy's moonshine. The Mummy has really taken off with this new frightening flavor. And what's even better is it's brewed straight from his tomb. Then, we'll need 1 cup of Fritz Fizz. You can usually get your hands on a liter of one of these at your local graveyard, which truly makes a grave difference if you ask me. Then we'll pour just a splash of vampire's blood. Now, this is the most crucial step, so make sure you're always keeping a spare blood bag in the fridge. I like to keep mine in the freezer, and it stays so bright and youthful for sometimes up to a century. Last but not least, one of the rarest ingredients known to monsters. Therefore, I'm considering this optional for those who do not have access to such a peculiar ingredient. A single maraschino cherry. Now for the taste test. Oh, slick darling. Tell me this doesn't make you just want to fall in love.
Well, cats, it's been another horrifying, harrowing hang.
We hope all you ravenous romantics out there enjoyed our episode, and maybe even inspired a few of you to go out and spook that special someone you've had your beastly eyes on.
It's never too late to find the horror you've been hoping for. The drac of your dreams, a fiend for your fancy, a vamp for your veins, all right there at the tip of your fangs.
We wish you vicious Valentine's luck and hope to see you next time here at the Haunted Hangout.
Don't forget to check out our spooky shop at thehauntedhangout.com in order to stay hep on all of our gruesome going-ons.
And remember, Hepcats, to stay ever so spooky.
Don't be a square, share a scare, because a haunted hang just can't be lame.
Good night, bats and ghouls.